Hello and welcome to Cis4Crone. I am Ray and I am the crone in Cis4Crone. And welcome to June. June 4th to be exact. So far, my June hasn't been too bad. We're just in the beginning of June, so yay. I do want to mention though, I now have, when I checked last night, a few more subscribers. And so, yayness, thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing and being a part of the Crone family here on YouTube. It was really nice to see that. And it was really very cool. So thank you very much. And always, as to everybody, thank you so much for being there to support me. Hanging out here in Vegreville again. Sorry, my jaw's a little tight today. Husband's at dialysis. I joined him again. Was not quite so nice. Well, the sun had come out when I had to lay down and have a nap, but it wasn't nice when we left home to come. But it's definitely got a lot nicer. Still got lots of clouds. Lots of dark in the distance over there. So, but anyways, welcome. So, to today's episode. Just some updating. Wanted to thank the new people and thank everybody else for being here. What's coming up for June? Well, the start of the summer yarn projects. That's got the Afghan project, the sampler, in Crochet Corner, and Knitting Nook will be the shawl. There's a shawl to be made. Got one little more tutorial for the knitting, and got speaking of knitting, anyways, I've got one more little bit of tutorial. Have been busting things up for pre-shawl. We need to do the purl stitch and increase. So there'll be a really quick little one with that. I'm trying to make my videos shorter because the tutorial to make roses, springtime rose granny square, was just slightly over an hour, and yeah, that took a long time to go from to film it, and then to do the edit, and then get it from the program saved onto my laptop, and then into YouTube. Yeah, it took incredibly long to do, an hour. So I'm thinking with tutorial videos, if it looks like I can't do it in a little short period of time, I'll do part 1, part 2, part 3. There's other people on YouTube who do that for bigger projects. And so that's the 2 yarn projects, is the sampler, Afghan, and the shawl. The shawl's going to be really easy, simple, and kind of open to what size needles. It's just follow the pattern as we go along, and then at the end of summer, hopefully, I'll have it done. And for other projects, I'm getting ready to, I talked about turning the camper into the Crone cottage, and I'm getting ready to have a look-see in there and start to clean it out. Found a place There's a bunch of replacement windows and things that are being stored in the camper right at the moment. And so I potentially found a spot where I can store those, so I can go in and start the renos on that, because the cushions need to be all pulled out, and because it's just an older camper, and stuff needs to be replaced, and kick the hubby in the butt and check out that stove and fridge in there. Eventually what I'd like to do is to have the propane stove pulled out, and I don't really need a fridge in there. But he's all like, hey. So but I don't see why we would waste propane if I'm not going to be like using it. I'd much rather have waste electricity on a little stove thing for heater type thing if I need it, because I do plan on using it in the winter. I haven't been doing a whole lot of videos and stuff because of the fact that I've been outside trying to garden, and I've been losing plants left, right, and center, little seedlings. I either put them out before they were big enough to kind of be put out, or the weather changed. It went from warm to cold and the plants couldn't handle it. But we got a bunch of bedding plants yesterday, and I've got a bunch of seeds, and there's plans to do stuff in the front yard. And part of the plan up front, and I've already dug out the hole and put the pallets in there, is I decided I really absolutely needed some place to go and just hang out. Potentially, as summer goes along, I'll be doing a lot of the videos out on my platform, my garden space, what I'm calling my meditation, prayer, yoga space, you know, to do some of my stretching and stuff, just be outside and not be in the house so much. Excuse me, knitting needles are loose. There we go. I just need to get out of the house and just go be there, and get away from housework, get away from dialysis and sickness and all that other kind of stuff. It's just kind of nice. And the front yard is just such a pleasant place to be, with the 3 maple trees and the roses and the rest of the garden that I'm planning on putting out there. It is taking its toll. All the digging with the shovel and trying to get the grass up, it hurts. This is the land of arthritis, osteo, fibro, and Raynaud syndrome. So I do have migraine problems. So I call my thing is fibromyalgia, and that's the fibromyalgia, the Raynaud's, the osteoarthritis, and the migraines. I talked with a specialist today, and headache specialist, and we're talking review of meds and a pain clinic. And I'm going to continue with this whole idea of relaxation is good for the soul. And inspiration, because being outside, when you clear your head and you're creative, then your portals to that kind of stuff just open up. And I really miss writing. Hey, look, sunshine. Hey, sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. Sorry. And so that, anyways, so that's cool. So those are I've got 2 really big projects. Truck seats getting a little, it's comfortable, but you know, when you even after sleeping, it's an hour and a half to Vegreville, and then, you know, he goes inside, I go to the bathroom. It's a case of having to beg to pee. Please let me pee. And they have a tendency right at the beginning of the shift to not have too much of a problem with it. It's when there's nobody manning the doors anymore after 3 o'clock and you have to go to the bathroom, and it's like they get all kind of frowny. But I'm like, but husband's upstairs, you know, doing dialysis. We're not from here. Some nurses are good. Some nurses are good, but not everyone. And I can understand their need to discourage. We're still doing the illness and the isolation and the whole 9 yards. So, but you wake up from a nap, I have to pee. So they let me, most times let me go pee. I've got stuff coming up for tea time. Some thoughts for pig in place. I'm not sure what I'm doing with Cubbyhole Creations or Creative Cubbyhole or whatever the heck I named that. Not sure what I'm doing with that. I've got a weekly word, the answer to last week's trivia question, and a new one. And I'll need to get out and about so I can get some video and stuff for moments. Those ones I really enjoy doing. But yeah, as we go through June, lots of things coming up, things getting started, things finishing up and wrapping up, and just continuing moving forward and trying to relax and keep the mood up. Because yes, having a family member, be it spouse or otherwise, in my case it's spouse, with kidney disease, not easy. And I put out there thanks again to those people who support us and who can help spell me off so I don't have to be up here all the time with him, and I can take a break. Because nothing but hospitals all the time. It's really depressing. So, but we should end on a happy note. It's a happy note. Let's see. Happy thought. You know what? Had a nap, and I'm happy. And I'm looking at the park. Is over there. And it's green, lots and lots of green trees, lots of trees in that park, and I can see the pond from here, and it's just a really actually pleasant afternoon. The wind is a little chilly. You can see the thunder clouds and stuff all kind of moving and stuff like that, but all in all, it's just a really sort of calm and relaxing kind of day. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up this video and wish you the same. Much peace, love, happiness, and sunny afternoons to just sit back and relax. And if you need a nap and can have a nap, naps are cool. I'll talk to you later. Bye.